So for those of you guys that don't know me, my name's Nan, and I started Team Courage about 2 years ago, and it's just been an absolute blessing how many people are on this team now, and to watch this team grow, and just even the number of coaches that have been added this week. So if you're a new coach, welcome to the team. Jump in. Don't be a stranger. We're all here to, help support you and reach your goals, whether that's just fitness related or business related or whatever it might be. So know that we're always here for you. So don't you ever feel like, there's not a place for you, both in this team page and also in our bigger team, Team Courage, for sure. A couple of announcements. I wanted to let you guys know that the 7-day refocus group is open. So I posted that, and that'll run through like next week. And then we will start our prep week the following week for the next 30-day challenge. And then we'll go on from there, and we'll start right after Thanksgiving. We'll start with the actual 30-day challenge. Now that one is for any program. They can have just purchased a challenge pack. They can have purchased Shakeology. They can have purchased any program, even Core to Force. So if you get some people here kind of coming in the next couple of days, definitely you'll probably want to put them into our next challenge group. If those of you guys that are in the Core to Force challenge group, Summer Chad have been doing an awesome job at the video. So if you haven't listened to them, they even posted one today that they shared in Core to Force coach test group in Team Courage, and I highly encourage you to check that one out. It's some great things as a coach, as a challenger, when you're struggling. What do you do and how to overcome that? So definitely listen to that if you missed that, and that was posted this morning. So, but one of the things that she really shared that I really liked was they talked about on Core to Force and how the recipe is not just what we don't want to do is throw in you say you get a challenger maybe next Wednesday, and we've already started on Monday. You don't want to just throw in a challenger in the Core to Force group, because they've missed all that preparation. And she really talked about the different steps. And Christy Vincent did a good job today kind of talking a little bit about it in the Core to Force group for that we're running, our challenger group. And it's really important just for us, because we all go through steps as challengers, and we need to remember that we have to go through that with them. So this prep phase, that is a huge part of it all. So we have to make sure that we're giving people that time to prep. Even if they say yes to us, that doesn't mean that, because we have a start date, they might not have a start date in mind, and it still might take them 30 or 60 days to jump on board with us. So always remember that and try and give them grace. I know it's hard because we're ready to go with them, and sometimes they're not following us. So continue to love on people and check in on them, and just really, really build that value and that trust, and make sure you are showing up every single day in the challenge group, because if you're not doing it, they're not going to do it. So a couple of shout outs. We have some people that and Christy Lovell is going to do some with her team too. But a couple of people have gotten have been hitting some Success Club points this month already, which is awesome. We're only the 9th of the month, or the 10th of the month, I think. So that's really, really awesome to be already, changing some people's lives, building some momentum. And then, a goal for me every single month is the 15th of the month, because then I can hit it by the 15th. And then I have a little bit of a gap there that is going to give me time to get people in the group where they need to go. But then it's also going to build some momentum for the start of the next week. And I can also focus, or the next month, and I can focus on the team and my challengers and where I need to be and staying into phase 1. So that's always a personal goal. It doesn't always happen for me, but it's always one that I always strive for every single month. So Michelle Leidy and Heather and Custer and Katie Shepard, awesome job, you guys, at getting out there and inviting, because I know it's not easy. I know Darlene sold a program, so her first program, that's awesome, super exciting. So great job, you guys, at that this month so far. I know there's going to be so much more happening, so this is just the beginning, so still lots of time. And then a couple of other things. So I had like a mastermind call, and you're going to see some mastermind calls showing up on Team Courage that came from our rooftop group that we are in with Summer Diamonds and Above. Christy Level is in that group with myself, and something that you guys can all strive for. But she opened up an Acuity scheduling, and what it is these mastermind groups that you can schedule with her. And then from there, if she happens to have maybe a couple of spots available that are open, she wants to make sure that they're full. So keep checking out Team Courage, because I've seen them, and there's usually like 1 or 2 spots, 3 spots left, and it's the first couple of people that comment, they are going to get that basically they'll be able to be on that mastermind call. You can be anybody. Doesn't matter what rank you are. It doesn't matter, if you're a new coach or whatever, hop on there if you guys get that opportunity. It's a great opportunity for some one-on-one to be surrounded, by a smaller tribe like that. So I've enjoyed mine. I have a group that I keep getting on with, so it's been a really good thing to be able to do, a great opportunity. So if you see those, jump on them. So, and then I wanted to share with you guys, so we've been talking a lot and kind of talking about the 12 weeks in a year group that we're doing. And one thing that started talking a lot about was kind of like tracking systems and figuring out like how do I track my progress? How do I know that at the end of the day that I actually moved my business forward or moved forward in my journey? And, we have like the business activity tracker that we use. I use that definitely in the beginning, and now I have a couple other systems that I have found that work. And definitely as a new coach, you need to be using the business activity tracker. We need to all be having a tracker. That is the one that seems to be the most simple, that everybody can use, and definitely duplicatable. So, and the other tracker that we present to challengers to use is called the Why Not Me tracker. Now, if you listen to the Team Courage call or the Core de Force live call today, it's the same thing. She shared it in Team Courage. She talks about this, and I really didn't see it before in the challenger group. I think I did, but I never really felt a need for it, but I've been struggling lately kind of on my journey. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to start printing this off myself, and I'm going to start using it, because if I use it, hopefully the challengers were using it. Fortunately, I have not done a very good job at sharing that I'm using it in my challenge group, and I plan to probably share something live tomorrow about using it because, I know that I've had some cheat meals. I know that I've had some rough days, but when I look back at the Why Not Me tracker, and I'll share it with you guys when I'm going to do a share screen here later. There's a lot of check marks in boxes, such as, I did my meal planning. I did my meal prep for the week. I planned my workout schedule. I drank my Shakeology every day. I push play every day. Those things, and those are things, that's what you need to be doing. So it might not be this huge leap that you took this week, but you can look back and just same as your workout calendar. Did you check off more days that you worked out than you didn't work out this month or this week, or however it might be, and evaluate yourself? And that's how we're going to help each other that's how you're going to find personal happiness. Our challengers are going to. We have to celebrate these small victories along the way, and that's what's really important. So I highly encourage you guys to start doing that. And one of the other things that it does talk about too is sleep. And that's the thing, like for me, I posted my food journal, meaning in your challenge group. I got 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Well, I don't get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. My goal is usually like 6.5 to 7. And I hit that goal one time this week. So for me, that and my water, those are consistently my low points. So when I look back, I can say, okay, this is what I need to improve on for next week. And I can, kind of make little goals along the way. So that's why I really have liked this. So I highly encourage you guys to print it off and start sharing about it in your challenge groups, and even for yourself to just kind of build some momentum along the way. The other thing that I wanted to talk about real quick, and then I'm going to let it go to Christy, is Your Simple Business Plan. So if you're wondering what Summer does, what to do after the Like a Boss training, that's what we're doing, the Your Simple Business Plan. Basically, if you, it's it's your doing the Like a Boss training, and I can post this when we're done. I'm not going to go through all the steps, but it's just doing your challenge groups. It's, getting out there, posting, getting on Everything with Heart, learning new things, plugging in to the calls every single week. That's the types of stuff that myself and, Summer has taught me, Christy Vincent, my PS coach, has taught me to do. And the consistency over time is what is going to get that momentum going. So those are the things I wanted to share with you guys. And in the Simple Business Plan is the copy of the business activity tracker. So for me, I use Teamsy. There's lots of different forms of tracking. I use the 100 Go for No. I use the Coach K invites. Those are all in the file section of our team pages that you can use, but you have to have a system, because that is you can go back and you can look and see where you have, if you're saying that I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've reached out and I've sent out, maybe your goal is to hit Success Club 2. I've reached out to 20 people this month and nobody said yes. Okay, that's okay. That's momentum that we're building. But now know that like next month, we might have to send out like 40 invites to get 2 people to say yes or something like that. So, you're going to kind of get that system rolling. And then you can also go back and you can say, okay, I've been consistently touching only with these 20 people. I need to branch out and to reach out to new people. And that's a big, big thing. And the BAT definitely makes you do that. It makes you do new connections every single day in building relationships. So on that, we're going to talk about, so this is going to be reviewed for those of you guys that went to Super Saturday, but it's super important to talk about building relationships. So we're going to talk about that, and we have some slides that they shared with us from Super Saturday, and Christy and I are going to walk you through that. But first, I wanted to give Christy a chance to shout out a few people and say any announcements that you might have, girl. So,
hey guys, I have no announcements. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christy. I've been a coach for just about 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in December. I think I was one of Nan's first coaches. So I have a couple people that I want to shout out. They aren't on here, but hopefully they'll catch the recording and hear their shout outs. So first, Rebecca Paymer. I just want to shout her out because she's actually at a Danny event right now, Dynasty, which is it's like the second step from first. It's like the second event from First Steps of Success. So she's there with Christy Vincent right now, and Summer, and a bunch of them, learning a lot. So I'm really excited to hear what they have to say about this event. Another person I want to shout out is Chrissy Stulak. She is currently at SC2. She's also right now rehabbing her knee. She just had surgery, so she's out there. She can't do the workouts, but she is doing her personal development. She's reading You're a Badass right now, and I know she's really loving it. She's going out there. She's inviting. So yeah, shout out to her. And then Tara Vaughn, she's not my PS coach, but she's in my downline. She's currently at SC2 also. So good job, guys. That's all.
Okay, so I'm going to try, and hopefully this will work, so bear with me. I'm going to try and do a share screen with you guys. Well, that ain't it. I was going to try and show you guys okay, we'll just go here. Okay, here they are. Can you guys see the share screen? Is this little zoom in the way? No, you guys, it's just on mine. Okay. All right. So here is real quick. Here's the Why Not Me tracker that I was talking about. I'm going to get rid of this little chat. If you guys have questions, you can post them in the chat down there and we'll try and touch base with them as we go. But we may have to move through these slides a little bit quickly. But here's the checklist. So you can print this off and you can kind of, it tells you your thoughts and that kind of stuff. So definitely, and Summer developed this because for herself to continue to move forward. So there is a reason behind it, and it's something that she still does every single night before she goes to bed. It's part of her vision to make sure that, she's doing her personal development just like the rest of us. And so, that is one thing. That is the first thing that I do every single morning so I can set my intentions right for the day. It's actually under this. So when you guys look at it, it's under within this like tools for the 30-day challenge, and it's under this Why Not Me checklist. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it out separately or not. You might have to go inside of that kind of Google document and find it and pull it. And then the simple business plan is this right here. So again, you're getting started right call with your coach. And then the 4 vital behaviors, and then the recordings, the team calls. This is not correct. This is actually monthly now. So, and then everything with heart, know that is there. This has got a ton of information. If you guys are looking for new trainings, recipes that you want to know, like meal plans, go there and just start clicking around. The password is Why Not Me 1. Then you have to hit submit. Don't hit enter, hit submit. And then right here is going to be your business activity tracker. So print these off every single week and follow this. And if you're ready to build, I promise you that this does work. Okay, so that was just a couple of the tools I wanted to make sure you guys knew. And then you guys can kind of click through the rest of these. All right, so let me go back to this slide. So we're going to talk about how to genuinely connect with your audience. This was shared again at Super Saturday, but there was a lot of kind of things that I was able to pull from it and things that I put into action and have been super successful for me already this month. So I wanted to pass it along to you guys. And we can never hear things more than once, especially when it's about building relationships. So Christy and I are kind of going to go back and forth and share these. Christy, are you able to see these okay? She should be able to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're posting, obviously we talk about this a lot, but when you're posting, meaning to your Facebook page, it's super important to be you. So don't post pictures of the Core de Force, or Team Beachbody or something like that, or just your Shakeology cup or, your calendar or something like that. Make sure that it's you, and then sprinkle in your story, your health and fitness, what you do every single day, your home life if you're a stay-at-home mom, any little quirks that you have. Do you have little crazy kids running around you when you're working out? Go live, do live videos. I know my video feed for live still doesn't work, but I record just a video and then I upload it onto my Facebook, and that seems to work. But definitely if you have live, take advantage of that. I know it's super scary, but it's you and it's being raw and real. So, and then really just about building trust and building a tribe. So you want to think that you're building this tribe that's following you every single day. So they wake up and they're excited to see, this reality TV show that you're sharing with them. What's going to happen next? Keep them in suspense. Keep them, coming back and wanting more, and just sprinkling in your story and going each day. But so that way you're not making it all about Beachbody. Make it about your 5 pillars. Pick your pillars and sprinkle those in along the way as well. So, Christy, I'm going to go on to the next one.
Okay. So the next slide talks about sharing and not selling. So we want to be consistent. We want to pick a program, talk about it, and we want to do it completely from start to finish. So this is really great for, our Q4 test group coming up, because we're all going to be doing it. We're all, starting the same day, ending the same day. This should give us something to post daily. And we don't even really have to tell them what exactly we're doing. Just, post videos. I mean, I posted an embarrassing video of myself today, and I didn't say like, hey, I'm doing size right now. I just, you just throw it out there. And like, people are watching, because I had people comment and like my video today that I haven't talked to in maybe like 2 years. So even if you're not getting the likes like every single day, they are watching, I promise you. And be a product of the product. And that's basically, just following the calendar. Be vulnerable. So share your struggles. Trust your audience. If you trust them, like, they will trust you. So don't, when you're posting, don't kind of be like cookie cutter. Like, share like, hey, like, I ate a whole thing of Halloween candy and I can't stop. I need to get back on it. And because they see you as a real person, and they see that you're relatable. So that's basically it. So just be real, be you. That's it.
One thing too, I wanted to say, when you are doing things, like when you are doing your program and you are plugging in and doing the 4 vital behaviors, you will find that it is so much easier to actually share something on your social media, because you have something to talk about. So
Summer talked about that in the live video in the test group the other day.
Mm-hmm. So messages as a brand new coach. So there are lots of new coaches, which is absolutely awesome. If you guys are struggling with how to put yourself out there, put it on the team page. Is this what do you guys think of this? We'll give you, some advice, some tips on, a picture or wording or whatever you might be looking for. So one thing is that, you don't want to be this undercover coach, meaning don't be sharing but not letting people know that you have something to join. Or so you obviously don't want to come out there though and just kind of be all icky about it. You don't want to go out there and be like, oh, I just signed up as a Beachbody coach. Here's my website if you want to buy something. So people aren't going to flock to you just because that you announce yourself as a coach. Many times people are going to have no clue what that even means, what we even do. You need to draw people in and with what you have to offer them, that you are worth their time and their money, and show them that you are worth investing in. So one thing you can say is, I'm just starting my new health and fitness transformation, and I'm super excited. While doing it, I would love some support as I go through my journey. If you would benefit from having a friend or a partner to help you stay motivated and accountable, I would love to be that person. Something like that, where it's genuine, you're adding value, you're telling them that it's going to benefit them, not just you. You haven't mentioned that there's anything to buy, so you're not being all silly, and you're not going to scare people away that way. So make it not about you. The other thing is when you're posting things, ask a lot of questions to build engagement. One thing I've been trying to do, and you'll see, is I'm trying to do a lot of engagement question posts. So think of things that, just to get people to your page, because again, it's that Facebook affinity. You want them checking your page. If you're not clicking on their posts and you're not liking and commenting, which goes to the CCQ, the compliment, comment, and question, which I absolutely love. Don't just like people's pictures or love them. You got to be complimenting, like, oh my gosh, that is such an absolutely beautiful dress that your daughter has on, or anything. Complimenting people, because remember, a lot of people, they don't get that. Like, we have a very positive news feed, although yesterday was a different story, but we have a very positive news feed. And a lot of people don't have that. And meaning, because we have a lot of coaches that are on our newsfeed, we have a lot of, challengers, and ask questions back to people like, where did you get your family photos at? Those are beautiful. You know, get that conversation started, get forming, because then when you go and you start inviting and private messaging them, you're not this person that they're like, who is this? I've never even talked to this person, and now they want me to purchase, or they're messaging me. And then half the time they probably will not respond to your message, even if it was just, you know, a simple asking them how they are, because they don't know who you are and you probably scared them away. So engage in their Facebook page, get them to engage on yours. And then know that by doing that and by the messages, you know, Facebook recognizes that you guys are friends, and you will show up more on their news feed. So, and then again, when you're posting things, constantly ask yourself, so what? Meaning, so what? Like, why did I post this? What value does that add to somebody? So when you're posting something, think of that. And then privately message people that like your post. If it was something super vulnerable, a transformation picture, or maybe it was like a shout out, or you posted something about your business, or, you know, some type of success that you had, thank people for being a smiling face on your news feed. That's super important too. So, all right, we might be moving a little slow. We got about 10 minutes, girl.
I mean, this is just continuing messages as a brand new coach.
Yeah.
Do you want me to talk about that? I mean, basically, it's just asking them to join you on your journey.
Yeah.
Basically it.
So one thing that too, and so don't be afraid to ask if they want to join you on your journey. Meaning, so say somebody, you know, you posted that you're doing Core de Force, or you're posting a Core de Force video and your journey, or any program journey here in the next few weeks or months or years or whatever. You can also reach out to people and say, hey, I want to get some testimonials. I really value your opinion. I'd love to compare notes. You know, would you want to join this group and just check it out with me? The one that I posted for Core de Force and shared that I told people I really value their opinion, which I genuinely value these people's opinion, got a ton of success and responses. People were like, yes, I would love to check that out. So I sent them a video, you know. Ask them if they wanted to test out something with you and get their feedback, because you need some feedback. You're looking for testimonials. Or, hey girl, did you happen to see my post of this new group that I'm starting? You know, you should totally do it with me. If not, that's okay too. Something super simple like that. That's all you need to send people. Chances are they'll be like, no, I didn't see that post. What are you talking about? What is it? And you can get that conversation going then. So getting out of the friend zone. You want to take that one, girl?
Yeah. So, getting out of the friend zone, really, I feel like forming and what you do before inviting is like dating someone. Actually, I was just talking to Nan the other day. I was like, I met this girl, and I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do next? I don't want to ask her too early. And it's seriously, it's like dating. So how long should you wait until you invite? So you want to be friends first. So you want to know all about them. So, you know, like you want to form them. You want to know, you know, how many kids they have. You want to know if they're married. You want to know, you know, where they work. And everyone is different. So take that time to ask them. Don't put points on their head. Like they're not a Success Club point. Like that shouldn't matter. Like you should want to know them first before you know, recommend a program or invite them to your challenge group. So how do you ask for a date? So you want to you want to really just like start commenting on their post. You know, send them a message. You know, just like, hey girl, what's up? Haven't talked to you in a while. You know, something little like that, and then they'll talk back. And the third one, why are you scared? Are you pushy? They tell you no. If they tell you no, so what? So remember your purpose. Get over yourself. You're holding someone's future in your mouth because you're worried about you and not them. This got me because like that's something like I tend to think about sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, it's not about me. It's all about them. And I mean, you can ask someone when you're like, oh my God, I think they're going to say no. And then they say yes. And it's great. So sorry, I'm rushing.
You're fine. And again, we'll share these. We just want to, and did Stacy get on? I don't know if she did.
On. Oh, she's
okay.
On.
She is on. Okay. I can't see. So getting out of the friend zone kind of continued. Basically if you've earned the permission, go for it. Meaning like you've done, the sign is the same thing as the forming that you saw there, the family occupation, recreation. That is the same thing as the sign. But you gotta go for it. You gotta say, would you join me? Or have you ever considered? Because if you don't ask, chances are they're never gonna join you. And we want to get that no, because that no, I mean, that's okay. I mean, you see all that post that I posted yesterday, that script invite, it took the girl 5 times to tell me no. It took me a year. And that's okay, because she came around now and she told me that now I have to hold her hand because she knows that she's going to fall off. So now I know that I have that relationship built with this girl. Remember that we want to ask people, we don't want to convince people. So, once that you get that you can do, that they want it, send them a video. Go to your back office, send them a video. Get on the phone with them if you can talk. Act like, like that's one thing that I struggle with doing, but they really recommended getting on the phone. I think that is a great thing. And then start asking questions. Did you get a chance to watch the video? What did you like best about it? On the scale of 1 to 10, where are you at? Like, what additional info can I give you to make you feel 100% confident about your decision in joining me? So that was like a huge thing to me, that I'm trying to send videos more along with doing the script, but kind of letting the videos in the back office. They talk about challenge groups. They talk about everything back there. So check those out if you have not. It's under the videos tab in your back office. These you guys can kind of read through. These are great scripts. I used them just this month. When someone is interested in your Facebook event, this is what you guys can send them. Obviously, reword it to fit you and be you. Asking for referrals is always huge, and we have referral scripts also in our Google Documents. And a lot of times kind of the goal there is to go for obviously a referral, but sometimes they'll be like, well, I would be interested in that. I need that too, and here's an example of a referral that you could do. Do you know of anyone who would want some more information on this? How to respond to transformation pictures. And then recipe engagement one, I use this one because I struggle with that sometimes. Now, I'm not going to do this with every recipe that I post, but I definitely want to do it with some of them. And then that's pretty much it. We got about 3 minutes, Stacy, so I do want to give you some time to talk. One thing I do want to say really quickly, though, is what I'm going to tell people is when I have people now this month signing up for me, I'm going to tell people, I need to know I have your permission to call you out if you go silent. What is your tough love scale rating? Because I'm going to start calling out people if they give me that permission in my challengers, and I'm going to be messaging them, asking them where they're at and giving them a little bit more tough love because I care about them. So I don't know if you guys want to start doing that too before you start a challenge group, but I just wanted to let you know that's something that I'm going to do better about. So Stacy, I'm going to stop share and get you on here, girl. Is that Stacy?
It is not me.
Okay. I was like,
I can't.
oh, Stacy's honking.
No, I promise it's not me. Yeah. I saw Janelle Summers in Toledo that same weekend that you guys are in Columbus, and she had a lot of interesting things to say that actually were quite similar to what you guys had too. A couple little tidbits. I'll post a picture of her Facebook do's and don'ts, and a lot of it Katie alluded to in the video that she chatted with Elise. I also chatted with Elise in Toledo. Funny things happen when you wear a Team Courage headband to a Super Saturday. But anyways, a couple of things that Janelle shared specifically is about, not me, in inviting to the business. The magic is not in the sneak peek, or in our case, the webinars or the coach invite itself. It's in the conversation that you have beforehand and in the follow-ups after that. That's where the real magic lies. And she really was very careful to post that. And what was the other one? She's big on collecting information as far as when you meet new people, learn as much about them, and make sure that you are stockpiling people all the time. It helps you form your list, helps you update your list, and just gives you a big giant bank of people that you should be talking to or have the ability to talk to all the time. So before we get booted off, I wanted to make sure I shared that, and I'll share some other screenshots and stuff in the group as well from my bad photo taking skills. But she did allude that she would be back in Toledo in January. So if it lines up and you guys want to make the trip up, we'd love to have you. There's a great Mexican place to have lunch too.
All right, thank you, Stacy. And we will definitely get all this stuff up. I will post the Simple Business Plan. I'll post the Why Not Me tracker. And Stacy, absolutely, if you even want to just go live and make a video, that I don't know if that's easier in the team page, you can do that. But let us know if you guys have any questions. I know this was kind of quick, but lots of important information. So definitely go back and re-listen, and make some, definitely keep all of this so you have it to refer back to. Print those Why Not Me